Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
Have you ever wondered how plants, the silent architects of life, create the energy that fuels our planet? It all starts with photosynthesis, a process that converts sunlight into chemical energy. But the real magic happens deep inside the chloroplasts, where a microscopic powerhouse known as the Electron Transport System operates. Today, we'll take a deep dive into this fascinating process and uncover how plants generate life-sustaining energy. Inside the Let's find out. To keep the electron transport system running, lost electrons must be replaced. This happens through a process called photolysis, or the splitting of water. In photosystem 2, water molecules are split into oxygen, protons, and electrons. These electrons replenish the ones lost by PSIY, ensuring a continuous supply. Meanwhile, the oxygen gas is released as a byproduct, which we breathe in every day. Now that we have electrons flowing, let's see how ATP is made, non-cyclic photophosphorylation. This is the main pathway, involving both PSII and PSI, producing both ATP and NADPH. It follows the Z scheme, where electrons move in a linear fashion and do not return to the starting point. Cyclic photophosphorylation. In some cases, when only PSI is active, electrons follow a cyclic path, returning to PSI instead of reducing NADP+. This produces only ATP, without forming NADPH or releasing oxygen. But how does ATP actually get synthesized? The answer lies in the chemiosmotic hypothesis. ATP synthesis is driven by a proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane. Here's how it works. Proton accumulation. Protons accumulate inside the thylakoid lumen due to water splitting and proton pumping during electron transport. Gradient formation. This creates a high concentration of protons inside the thylakoid compared to the stroma. ATP synthase. Action. The excess protons rush back into the stroma through an enzyme called ATP synthase, much like water spinning a turbine in a dam. As protons pass through, ATP synthase converts ADP and inorganic phosphate into ATP, providing energy for the plant. This ATP, along with NADPH, will now be used in the Calvin cycle to synthesize glucose, fueling the plant and ultimately all life on Earth. The electron transport system is the power generator of plants, enabling them to create the energy needed for survival. It is the reason we have oxygen to breathe and food to eat. Without photosynthesis, life as we know it wouldn't exist. If you found this breakdown of photosynthesis fascinating, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Knowledge Chronicle. Your support helps us bring more valuable and exciting content to you. See you in the next video.